Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and I urge you not to skip this intro because there's something I need to explain before we get into this. We are trying something very different with this video, something I've never done on the channel as far as I can remember, and there is a reason that I do want to try doing this. Now you guys can imagine, considering the fact that I've uploaded almost every single day for close to 5 years at this point, there's probably a ton of videos that you guys have not watched. And I thought that this might be a fun idea so you guys can maybe see some videos that you haven't seen, and also so you can have them all in one place instead of having to click on 5 different videos to get, 5 different videos. So to kick off this little compilation series, I decided to start off with 5 of my most popular hunts I've ever done in the Hunter Call of the Wild. These are my 5 most videos on the entire channel, and if this is something that you guys want to see, in the future we'll do some lesser known videos that are kind of like themed, like maybe 5 insane hunts for albino animals, or 5 insane hunts for melanistic animals, or 5 great one whitetail, or something like that, Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see for the future of this series, and also if it's not really your thing, let me know in the comments as well. But with that being said, let's get into the video, guys. Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and we are returning to Virunga Savanna for the first time since the update. You guys voted for Virunga, so that's what we're going to be hunting today, and I think we're going to start out with some lions, as it has been a little while since we've been here, and lions have always been one of my favorite things to hunt. Now we might do a little bit of hunting for other things as well, but we're going to start off at least with the lions. And as far as our loadout today, we're going to be using a pretty basic loadout of the 303, the 300 Magnum, the 243, and the 22 LR. So, pretty standard loadout, except normally I would be using... Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Well, that is quite the start to the day. Oh my gosh. That is the last thing I would have expected. I hope this makes diamond. I've been wanting one of these for a very long time. Oh my gosh. I need a second to calm down. I didn't actually think we would be starting the day off like this. This is, kind of insane. Let's just get a shot into it. Oh my gosh, that is incredible. Well, I didn't even get a chance to finish what I was saying. We've got a pretty standard loadout, except instead of using the 308, we are using the 303 today, and we may have just got one of the coolest trophies I've seen on Virunga in a very long time with it. That is incredible. Please let this thing make diamond. I've had these troll me so many times before. So let's hope that this is not the time that I get trolled once again. And that is our first lion of the day. Let's try to get a shot sunk into him if we can. And that right there should do the trick. And it looks like it is a vital hit. Now, since this is our very first trip to Virunga since the update, I am very interested to see what type of stuff we have on our map, as we've not got a chance to search it. Hopefully we can end up getting a few initial spawn diamonds, and I'm hoping that this will be the very first one. And it is our very first ever diamond gold blue wildebeest. Now, I know a lot of you guys have managed to get these in the past, but I have never been so lucky. And now we finally have one literally to start the video off. This is already going better than I expected it to. That is such an insane start to the day. I really could not be happier. This is such an awesome way to start out our return to Virunga Savanna. Well, there's another lion running off. Let's just get a shot into him real quickly. Probably not vitals, but I think we did at least get the intestines, and maybe if we're lucky we did end up getting the vitals. We definitely got them on her, so that is 3 lions down. And I do believe there's a couple more around the lake, but we'll probably leave them due to hunting pressure. And as with a lot of these videos where we'll be shooting a lot of animals, we probably will only show the best of the best, like the mythicals and the legendaries. And obviously if we manage to find a rare, that will be shown as well, but we won't be showing just the average stuff like the 5s and 6s like these, as that would make the video go on for quite a long time. Well, that is our first level 7 of the day, so let's get him down, as well as this little level 3. Though he's not quite as impressive as the 7, we did end up getting vitals on both of them, and the 3 decided that he wanted to be an aquatic lion, which is definitely not what they're supposed to be. He's definitely not a lionfish, though I guess he wants to be. So there is our level 7 lion and our level 3 lionfish next to each other. Let's go ahead and claim both of them. This guy being a gold at 45.60. Definitely the best lion of the day, and our lionfish not so much, though I think that might actually be a minimum weight. You know, that really looks like minimum weight, so I might actually save this. Definitely seems like it could be a minimum weight, which would definitely be a special lion to find. We're going to save it just in case, because I got a feeling that it might actually be the lowest they can possibly go. I have been looking at some of the recently updated hotspot maps for lions, and it says that this is a pretty good lake for them. This lake right here near central Savannah, and well, it's already looking like it might be a pretty good location. We heard a lion over here, and I also saw a mythical over here, so we got a couple lions in the area at least, and hopefully we can get this one to step out so we can actually see what it is. But until then, let's get this guy down since he is going to give us a shot, and then hopefully that will spook whatever this is out. And it is just a level 5, which is a little unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. It's still a lion on the ground. Also, it seems like I might be having issues with my mouse again, which is a little bit unfortunate. I don't know how many of you guys remember this because it was quite a while ago, but almost a year ago I had my previous mouse start bugging out on me, where basically I'd be holding down the right click and it would just randomly exit scope mode, and it seems like this mouse is doing the same thing. I'm starting to think that maybe I'm just a little bit too rough on the right mouse button. It's possible that maybe I just press down too hard when I'm scoping in, and it's causing damage to that right mouse button, because this is the second time that this has happened to one of the mice I've been using, which is a little unfortunate because obviously you don't want to have to buy a mouse every single year, but it seems like I might be due for a new one once again. It seems like now is just the time of year for upgrades to my rig in general. Recently had to buy a brand new keyboard because my spacebar was doing double inputs, so it would basically, anytime I'd hit the spacebar, it would be like I was hitting it twice, and so my sentences that I would type would just have a bunch of spaces in random places I didn't want them, and that's obviously a problem. So I ended up having to get a new keyboard. It's looking like I'm gonna have to get a new mouse, so I guess it's just the time to upgrade everything. But that brings me to another thing that I did want to briefly talk about, and that is the fact that I'm just incredibly grateful that you guys have gave me the opportunity to do YouTube for a full-time job, essentially. It has been incredible to be able to create content for all of you, and not only be able to enjoy what I love the most, but being able to do it to support my family as well, which is honestly the dream that I've had ever since I was 14, and without you guys, none of this would be possible, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that I am incredibly grateful for each and every one of you that watch the channel and stick around for the live streams, because without you guys, none of this would be possible, and I wouldn't even be able to make these upgrades to my rig to provide better content for you all, and I'm just super grateful and incredibly happy that this is something that I've been able to do all because of you guys. And just like that, we got another lion down, and also I didn't exit scope mode there. That was the mouse doing it, so exactly the reason I might need to get a new mouse soon. But yeah, let's go ahead and try to find some more lions, because it does seem like this lake is loaded with them. I can't believe we hit that hard shot. That was probably our best shot of the day. That was kind of crazy. Gosh, there's just lions everywhere. So, along with everything we've already shot, we've got those two. And then if we keep panning over to the left, we've got another one there. And we've got another two here. This lake right here is just absolutely filled with lions. I'm actually kind of blown away at just the sheer number of them. This is kind of insane. Wow, I actually did not expect there to be lions at this lake right here. That's new. I don't think I've ever seen them here before. So that's actually kind of cool. This is a new location for me to hunt lions that definitely was not here before the rework to Virhonga, so that's pretty cool. It's going to be interesting to hunt this location for lions for the first time ever. Let's see if we can get a shot on this guy. I definitely think we should be able to. There's also a female, but I'm not really going to worry about her. Let's just get this guy down and see if we can get a vital into him. Does not look like it, though. I may just have not been paying attention enough. Yeah, it looks like he is definitely going to die, and there's another one next to him that is also going to die. Quite honestly, at this point, I don't think there is any way that we can top that gold diamond wildebeest, as that is my very first one, and I've been searching for one for a while, despite the fact that, from what I've seen, they're not incredibly rare. A lot of people seem to get the diamond gold wildebeest. I just haven't been that lucky. But we finally ended up getting it, and honestly, because of that, I don't think we're going to be able to get any lion that could possibly top it. Diamond lions, though I haven't seen a lot of them, definitely are not the most impressive thing in the world, and I know there's quite a few of you that have a ton of them, so I'm not really expecting to find anything better than what we did at the very beginning of this video, and I gotta say that was the biggest shocker I've had in quite a while, just starting my intro, not even being able to finish it, and spotting something that I've been looking for over 5 years. And also, while I'm thinking about it, I have been wondering if you guys would like to see a hunt for some of the antelope species here on Virhonga Savanna, but I'm not sure if I want to try to go for the springbuck, considering they don't have drink zones anymore, or if you guys would like to see me go for kudu. I would like to get some more springbuck, as we've only got rare females, we don't have any rare males, and I don't have a ton of diamonds for them. But at the same time, it would be much easier to go for kudu, and I still don't have a big melanistic for those either, so let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see me hunt between those two, and whichever one seems to be the most popular choice is what we'll probably end up going for. And also, I'm wondering, I think it might be a very high possibility that herd management could be kind of insane with the lions, considering there's not a lot of lions on each map, and well, we've seen what herd management can do with red deer, and red deer have quite a lot more males on the map than you see with lions. Would it be possible to just absolutely load our map with diamond lions? I definitely think that could be a possibility. So let me know if you guys think we should try herd management on the lions as well, because I do think that actually could be a pretty incredible species to do it on. Oh my gosh, no way! Oh my gosh! I'm so happy that lions don't flee until you get really close. Wow! That's insane! So, about when I said that we couldn't top the gold diamond wildebeest, I think we just did! That's an albino lion! Oh my gosh. We should probably take this down before it starts to... Okay, it's actually moving. Okay, we gotta be careful. I don't want to mess this up, even though it is a female. That's insane. This is only the third albino lion I've ever seen. I am so happy that you guys voted for Virhonga Savanna, because that's the only way that we would have even known that we had this on our map. That's absolutely incredible. I think we officially have everything we need to make a fully albino, multi-mount with the Cape Buffalo and the lions. I forgot the name of it. I'm kind of in shock a little bit at the moment, but it's whichever mount has the Cape Buffalo and the 3 lions. We can now officially make that mount all albino if we really wanted to. Though I do kind of like having the brown diamond Cape Buffalo in there, but I think we gotta make it all albino now. That is the last thing that I expected to see today, and my gosh, I am incredibly happy that we managed to find something as cool as an albino lion. Let's get up to this thing immediately. I don't want any risks of crashing or anything like that. Let's just take a very quick photo of it and then claim this thing. Wow, that is incredible. I never thought I'd find another one of these, considering I don't do a lot of Virhonga hunting anymore. But we did it. We apparently had an initial spawn albino lion on our map. That is incredible. That is absolutely amazing. Well, at this point, I really don't know what else we have to look for. But we've officially got everything I needed for lions, besides maybe a larger blonde male. In fact, I don't think we've ever got a blonde male, so I suppose that's the last thing that we need for lions before we can officially have everything that we needed for them. And honestly, on that note, I need to go to the trophy lodge. I cannot wait to build this multi-mount. This is gonna be quite the crazy mount. I honestly never thought I'd be making any more changes to our multi-mount with the lions, but it seems like we finally are able to actually do that. And because of that, we need to take down this albino right here because he has a brand new home, and that brown Cape buffalo is going to end up going on the wall instead. This is a moment that I've always waited for and never thought we would actually be able to do. And just like that, we are about to create probably one of the coolest breadwinner multi-mounts of all time. This is something I never thought we'd get to do, and I am incredibly happy that I can officially do it. We now have an all-albino breadwinner multi-mount. That is the most beautiful thing I think I have ever seen. I can't believe we were actually able to finally do it. That is truly insane. And I think that right there is going to be the pose we keep it in. That looks pretty good. Let's just maybe angle it a little bit more that way. Yeah, that looks incredible. What a crazy new addition to the lodge. I can't believe that we managed to get something so insane along with our gold diamond wildebeest. That is so cool. And speaking of that wildebeest, we need to find a place for it now because I have no clue where I could even put it. And honestly, since that old brown Cape buffalo was from before they became a common, and it was the small horns, I don't think we're going to put it up on the wall, as this max scoring one that we got after the update to where they changed this to be a common fur type is a little bit more impressive looking. So I decided to put up our other albino right here instead, and now we'll try to find a place to put that wildebeest. And in fact, this is probably going to be the place to do it since we don't necessarily need 2 crowned wildebeest. That is an absolute beauty. What a great way to start our return to Vurhonga Savannah.
If you guys haven't already and you're enjoying this video at this point, please consider hitting that like button and leaving a comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing.
Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild. And after being interrupted by a whitetail, and approximately 1,200 kills, 9 diamonds, and 1 rare, we have finally got our next Great One moose, and it is, for the first time, one that I had really wanted. Our last Great One moose that we got was not exactly a combination that I had been wanting, but it was still a very cool one after we got to take a look at it in-game. But we finally got one of the ones that I wanted, and man, this was the most exciting thing that I have ever had happen in this game. And that right there is the whole reason that we are at this lake currently. This is going to be our first diamond since returning to Revontuli after getting that Great One moose. This guy right here is absolutely beautiful. I spotted him last night and I knew for a fact that I needed to save it for the video here. I do believe that this right here is the 280s rack, so I definitely want to make sure we get a good shot on it. I don't want to mess this one up because there's a good chance it could be a very large diamond and one of the better ones that we've got as of recent. And there's also one other thing that I would like to talk about because recently there was something that happened on the Expansive World stream. In fact, it was in today's Expansive World stream.
There's a little debate over it. Oh, what are we asking? Where are we asking? Hold on. Medina, hello. Hardbone class is cheating or herd management? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's a portion of the community that does it and a portion that doesn't, and you know, whenever that happens, there's always a little bit of conflict. But it's just playing the game and figuring out how to play around with your herds a little bit. We don't consider it cheating by any stretch of the means. I'm surprised it's even a conversation.
Let's see if we can get this guy lined up first, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. There we go. That is a beautiful level 5 on the ground. That guy is honestly a huge moose. Really happy to get a nice diamond. Virtually the same run as we ended up getting our Great One. But the thing that I wanted to talk about real quickly is the one condition for coming back to herd management just happened. And I'm not going to necessarily jump back into it, but I will let you guys give your opinions in the comment as to whether or not you think we should. But it finally happened. On Expansive World's live stream today, Jaxie Beard confirmed that the team doesn't see it as cheating. And that was the biggest discussion, and it was the thing that was keeping me from going back to it, was the discussion around it, whether it's cheating or not. And they just confirmed that they don't view it as cheating. And that is honestly huge.
Now, I guess there's some people that could probably say that that Jaxie was just saying it in his opinion, but I can assure you he did mean the team. Now, Jaxie's told me before that it's not a cheat or an exploit and that the team doesn't feel that way, but this is the first time they've actually said it out loud on a live stream. So obviously before that I couldn't really say anything because I didn't know if it was something that was supposed to be mentioned. But now that it's been said on stream, I think it's safe to say that if you guys want to see it, we could return to it. So I am going to leave it up to you guys in the comments. So that is, to be honest, quite unexpected. I did not expect them to take that stance because in a lot of cases it's better as a company just to stay neutral and let the players decide, but it was confirmed that it's not cheating. So if you guys want to see some herd management content return to the channel, I don't want to make it the focal point. I want to be able to just grind however I'm feeling like grinding, but if you guys want to see it, we'll do one here or there just to mix it up. But I want to make sure there's content on the channel for everybody. And that includes lots of just normal grinds of shooting everything. And if you guys want to see it, maybe an HM grind here or there. But I don't want to make it the focal point quite like it was before. And again, I am going to largely leave it up to you guys watching, as I want to make sure that you guys actually want to see that. But now that it's been confirmed that it's not cheating, I definitely think that it is okay to return to it, especially since that was my one condition for coming back. I've been saying for months that the only way that I would return to it is if they confirmed that it wasn't an exploit, and they just did. So, it seems that we have the option to come back, and I'm leaving it up to you guys as to whether or not we do. I've talked about this countless times on the live streams, but I haven't said it in a video, I don't believe. So for those of you that were not familiar with why we even stopped doing herd management in the first place and didn't know that I even did it, I used to be quite heavy into the herd management grinding. It was what I enjoyed doing. We did it quite often because it was the way that I had the most fun with the Hunter Call of the Wild. And we stopped doing it because of the conflict between the two sides that disagree on whether or not it's okay to do it. And so I stopped doing it. There was a couple people that I used to consider friends that I lost through the process. Don't worry, not IRL friends, but like internet friends. And the more that I've seen it, the more I've looked at it, I really do feel like I may have just acted on impulse because of that. And even though it was something I never really wanted to do, I kind of freaked out seeing that a couple people I used to talk to stopped talking to me over it. And it caused me to just panic and immediately just quit whatever I was doing. And I've been pretty open about that with you guys, that it was something that I didn't do because I didn't like it. It was because I didn't want to lose any more friends over it. And the more that I've kind of thought about it over the last few months, the more I realized that that was probably a dumb reason for stopping it in the first place. Because if somebody's going to literally cut ties with you over a game, just in general, then they probably were not a really good friend in the first place. And I've kind of got to see that a little bit more over the months and realize that it's probably better just to do what I enjoy. So I will leave it up to you guys if you want to see some of the herd management stuff come back. I know that we haven't done it in a very long time, but if you guys want to see it, then we'll do some of it. Again, I don't want to make it the focal point of the channel like it used to be, but it would be fun to get back into doing a little bit of those grinds here and there. I mean, it's pretty clear at this point that we don't need it. We've been getting great ones left and right, and I personally don't even think that it affects great ones, especially with this most recent one being a pretty average length grind of 1,200 kills to get our great one moose. Not to mention the 4 whitetail grinds that were all under 2,000 and even one of them under 600, just shooting everything in sight. But I do want to assure anybody that's afraid that it'll become the only thing that I do, I definitely can tell you that it would not. I have really got a new love for different gameplay styles at this point, and the other stuff is here to stay regardless. We are going to be doing tons of the weird and funny videos. We'll be doing a bunch of the multiplayer hunts with bro bridges running around. We'll be doing some bear grinds and just regular grinds that don't involve any of it, and if you guys want to see it, we'll bring some of it back, but probably not in as extreme of a form as it once was for the channel. But anyway, this rambling went on a lot longer than I wanted, so if you guys don't care about this, I'll probably just put a timestamp in the video so you guys can skip ahead to when we actually start taking down the great one, because I'm sure some of you just came here for that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at literally one of the best trophies I've ever killed in the Hunter Call of the Wild, and definitely my new favorite. Okay, I gotta interject this real quick as I'm editing this video. I forgot to mention that I wasn't recording when I spotted the Great One, so I had to use NVIDIA Replay to get the reaction, and because of that, my microphone is not, it doesn't have the filters on it. It's a little bit staticky because there's some issues with certain microphones and using NVIDIA Replay, so my mic sounds terrible in this clip. But to be honest, when I watched it back, it kind of added to the insane reaction that I had. So I guess it's not all bad. But anyway, let's get into the reaction here. And I was you know, talking. Oh, Great One! Oh my gosh! Oh, it's a two-tone, big Don typical. Oh my gosh!
Let's go!
Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm recording now. Holy, oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to, hold on, I gotta hit F8. I gotta save the replay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is the most gorgeous moose I've ever seen in my life. Holy. Wow, that's the last thing I expected.
Your moose are weird.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Holy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I guess it's time to take this thing down, so I'm going to hop out of the call.
See ya. Good luck.
Later. I'll have to tell everybody they left right before I got a Great One, so they suck, haha.
It's this chat, man. This is your third Great One in this chat.
This is literally the third Great One that I've got while hanging out in here with you and Nathan and Brobra and Jebba, and then literally right after Jebba, Nathan, and Brobra leave to go play the Angler. Boom! Great One moose right there. That is insane. Well, guys, I think it's time that we take this beauty down. This is easily the most excited I've been for a Great One. I was not recording when I spotted it, but I did get the footage from NVIDIA Replay, so I'm gonna include that, though the quality's probably not gonna be great. There might be some crackling in the microphone, but I have to get the reaction in there, so let's get equipped with the proper gun to take this thing down. I want to use something we haven't used. I think a lot of people wanted me to use the 44 Magnum last time that we were talking about it, so let's pop out the 44 Magnum and get ready to take this thing down. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. Let's get ready to take this beast down. We got the 44 Magnum ready to go, and we're about to take down literally like one of my dream Great Ones. I really wanted either the two-tone or the fabled birch and the typical rack, but unfortunately we couldn't get the typical rack on it, but I don't even care because this was my second most favorite rack, the giant non-typical. This moose is one of the most insane things I think I've ever seen in the Hunter Call of the Wild. One of my dream combinations, and we finally get to stock up on it and take it down with the 44 Magnum. And honestly, this could not have worked out better. I really did not think I would even have a video to post tomorrow, but it looks like we will now, because we've got a gorgeous Great One, and oh my gosh, the tip-to-tip spread. And since I'm sure some of you will really be interested in this, we are currently 1,200 kills into this grind, and that's when he ended up spawning, which is definitely better than our last grind. Our last grind was 4,200 on MEGAVID and then 300 on Revontuli. I mean, as a whole, Revontuli's been so much nicer to us with the Great One Moose than MEGAVID was. We got one within 300 of switching to Rev, and now 1,200 kills later, we have another one right here. You guys have been joining me for the live streams. We've been doing a lot of moose grinding streams recently. I've kind of been focusing mainly on them, and it looks like it's paid off because that is exactly one of the combinations that I have wanted to get this whole time, and it's so surreal to finally be looking at a fabled two-tone with the giant non-typical, but the search for the typical rack still continues. We still got to get that rack because I want it more than anything, but the fact that we have our favorite fur type, or one of the two favorite fur types, with my second favorite rack is more than I could have asked for. This is just absolutely incredible. Look at that absolute beauty. He's finally giving us a good broadside look at him. The Fabled Two-Tone is one of those furs that has really grown on me throughout time. I did not like it at first. I thought the transition between the black and white was just a little bit too abrupt, and I thought it should fade a little bit more. But if I'm being honest, it's grown on me so much, and now it is one of my favorite fur types that the Great One Moose can get. And this is just such a beautiful combination to see. I am absolutely blown away at the fact that we actually get to take down one of my favorite fur types as our second Fabled Fur Great One ever. Now, unfortunately, the tent and the tripod are right next to it, and I really want to get some pictures, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. One of the downsides of running like such an efficient setup with claiming tents and everything is the fact that a lot of times it's right next to the tents, which really ruins some cool pictures you could get. I'm going to try and get close enough to where I can get those tents and tripods out of the picture and get a good view on this thing, because I definitely want to take some pictures before we kill it. Now, something that's unfortunate I just noticed is it is 16:04 now, which means it could start moving out of here at any time, which is obviously not ideal when you're trying to get a few pictures before taking it down, so I am going to try and be as quick as I can with this. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get the tent out of this picture, I don't think. The only way I could see that happening is maybe if we try to get it to go aggressive. I mean, I think we got to try and get it to go aggressive. We can always reset the time and come back here if it spooks off instead. I think we got to go for the attacking moose pictures. That's just going to be so nice if we can get that Fabled Two-Tone to attack us. All right, let's get ready. We are going to run up on it and see if maybe we can get it to attack us. I would absolutely love it. Oh, it's going aggressive. It is. Oh my gosh, there's no way. That's 2 Great One Moose in a row where we got them to attack on the very first attempt. Oh my gosh, he ran away so quickly, but we did get one of the nicest pictures I think I've ever been able to get of an aggressive moose. That is absolutely insane. All right, well, I guess it's time to track him down. I think I want to take him away from the drink zone. That's what we did with our last one, and it honestly made it even more special to take it out in the woods instead of at a drink zone. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to track him down and take him down. Seeing that Fabled Two-Tone disturb vegetation is pretty crazy. I'm glad that we have finally got to see that, and seeing this massive track next to it. It's just so crazy. Knowing that I have one of my dream Great Ones on the map right now, and that we're tracking it down, getting ready to take it down, I honestly I can't believe that this moment has finally come. Now we gotta go for that typical rack, and at this point, since we've got the Fabled Two-Tone right here, I don't even care what fur type we get with our next Great One. The only thing I'm after is that typical rack. I don't even care what fur type it comes with at this point. Oh my gosh, he's right there. I did not realize he was right in front of me. I guess this is his herd right here. What a gorgeous moose. I have been tracking him for quite a while, as you guys can probably tell by this. I really want to take him from his resting zone, because I think that's where he's going. I don't know if they rest or feed after their drink time, but whatever zone that is, I really want to take him from it. I think that would just be incredible. So I'm hoping that he'll lead me there, and it kind of looks like he is. It kind of looks like he's going straight to his next zone. Oh my gosh, we did it. We found him. We found him in his eating zone. Oh my gosh. That is insane. We are going to get to take this thing from its feeding zone. I did not think I would ever get to say that I've taken a Great One Moose from a feeding zone, but we're about to be able to say that for the first time ever. Now we just got to sneak up on him and hope that this goes well. I have not practiced with the 44 Magnum at all recently, but I imagine the penetration is still as good as it used to be. It's always been a very solid handgun. It's definitely not a slouch in any way, so I have no doubt that it will get double lung here. It's just going to be a matter of getting the perfect angle and not spooking it off in the process, because we got a little bit of a hill in front of us, which is definitely going to make it tough. You know, the good part about tracking this Great One for upwards of 35 minutes is that I've had plenty of time to kind of calm down my heart rate and get myself to be a bit more steady and not so shaky after the adrenaline. So we should be able to get a nice steady shot on this gorgeous moose right here. Oh my gosh, that is an absolutely beautiful sight. What an absolutely gorgeous moose. seeing him up here is honestly so much better than taking him next to the water. There's just something about getting to see a gorgeous moose like this feeding that is just truly incredible. Let's get our dog to lay down so that he doesn't get in the way. And then we should be able to get close enough to take this shot. I'd love to get a picture, but I don't know how well we're going to be able to get one from here. That is absolutely beautiful. All right, here we go. This is going to be our moment. I think this will be perfect. That should be a dead moose. That right there should be a dead Great One moose. And yes, he's going down. Let's go. The 44 kills him kind of slow, so that was making me scared, but it is going down. We did get into the lungs. That is amazing. There he is, laying right there. I mean, man, you could see that from a mile away. That giant rack just sticking up over the bushes and the grass. Wow, what a beauty. Oh my gosh. I have been waiting for this moment, guys. This is so cool. I'm not going to risk taking a picture because there has been times where having the camera out causes the game to crash, and I don't want to risk it with something like this. Rate 1, 263.93. Let's tax that bad boy immediately. Oh my gosh, that is the coolest Great One that I have ever killed. This right here is everything that I ever would have wanted out of a Great One. So beautiful. And just such a cool fur type and rack combination. Literally like one of my top 3 combinations that I wanted. And there's over 20 combinations these Great One moose can have. And this was one of my top 3 combinations, and we got it. That is incredible. What a gorgeous moose that is. And there he is in the lodge. That is just such a beautiful sight. You know, I loved this moose when we got him, but nothing is going to compare to this until we manage to get a typical rack with either the birch or the two-tone. That is beautiful. That is just such an awesome moose to have across from this guy that we got a couple weeks ago. 1,200 kills later, and we bagged literally one of my dream trophies in the Hunter Call of the Wild. It's been a really crazy experience getting these two in the last couple weeks, and I'm very, very excited for what we're going to get in the future, because as always, we're going to continue the grind until we get the rack that we want. We're going to continue the bear grind as well, and honestly, having this guy pop up at the most unexpected time kind of makes me want to go back to the bear grind just to see if we can get a Great One bear to pop up at the most unexpected time as well. After over 6,000 hours playing the Hunter Call of the Wild over the course of the past few years, you would think that I've seen everything by now. But with so many possibilities in the Hunter Call of the Wild, we still to this day see incredible trophies that are completely different from anything that I've seen before. And that was exactly the case for this Great One moose. This is the first time that we have seen a 50-50 rack, as well as it being the first time that we have got the Fabled Oak fur type. People ask me often how I don't get tired of Great One grinding after over 80,000 kills amongst all 49 of our Great One grinds. And this is the exact reason why. The fact that even after 49 Great Ones, I still don't even have half of the possibilities among all 5 different Great One species. Now, with all of that being said, if you appreciate the amount of work that goes into these grinds, consider subscribing as well as leaving a comment or like. Between recording, streaming, and editing our hunts and grinds, this channel takes up the majority of my day. And it's all because of your support for me and the channel that I get to do this. So thank you all once again, and let's get into the hunt for this incredible Great One moose that showed up during one of the recent live streams. Link to the original stream in the description as always. What's the kill count? 351 for this grind. Oh, Great One! Yes! Woohoo! Let's go! Oh! Look at him! Oh my gosh! It's a 50-50 rack! Yes! It's a 50-50! 50-50 Fabled Oak! 50-50 Fabled Oak! Oh my gosh! Holy crap! 50-50 Fabled Oak! No way, guys! That's a 50-50 Fabled Oak! That is like the... Oh my gosh! And what did I say, man? I've said this a couple times. Every 50-50 rack I've seen has been Fabled Oak. I'm really starting to think that's not a coincidence. I think most of them do show up as Fabled Oak. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. It's so freaking beautiful. Holy crap. That's insane. What are we going to kill him with? I mean, first we got to get some nice pictures of him. I want to get close and get some pictures. But we got to get ourselves a cool gun to take him with. Take it with the 4570. That's a... I'm sorry, Zachy. I'm gonna take it with the 4570. That actually is a good idea. I like that. I haven't took a lot of them with the 4570. Ooh, I kind of like that. I like that right there. That is such a wild looking moose. Holy crap, man. Holy. I'm gonna try and get some really good footage of this guy. He is so pretty. It's very interesting because it almost looks like... I don't know, it almost looks like a type of piebald with how patchy it is. You got white patches, you got orange patches, you got the brown patches, and then you got little brown specks. It almost looks like a weird colored piebald. They're so cool. And it's pretty insane to think that this is my second to last in terms of the fur types. Like, I rank this one number 5 of 6. It's not been my favorite, but even being a 5 of 6, it's still gorgeous. Just shows how incredible the moose are. Even the worst looking one looks amazing. Where are they? Oh, it's about to be 16. No. Okay, we're going to do something. Let's try to get some pics of him. I think I should be able to run up to him. He's aggressive! Yes! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Worth it! Worth it! Worth it for the pictures! Ow! Oh my gosh! Worth it! Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, you are beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! No way that just happened. Oh my gosh. No. Oh gosh. Choking from the shock. Holy. Also, this is the only time this is like the only time we'll get to see this. There's a level 1 next to a great one. The lowest and highest possible in the game. Isn't that just such a cool side-by-side? The craziest great one we've seen yet, I think. In terms of rarity-wise, like, 50-50 rack is definitely the rarest thing to get for the great one moose. I'm gonna try and go over here to the foliage over here. It's a good thing they're not facing me. Otherwise, this would be a bit more of a problem. Get the dog to lay down. The dogs don't actually spook them, but I guess for possibility of it getting in front of my shot, I probably should have it lay down. Let me step out of the cover. See if I can spook just her. Oh. Ooh. Oh my gosh, he noticed too. Okay, I can't do that. Never mind. I thought I could spook her and not him. That's not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Back to cover we go. Bro, really? Bro, really? You gonna do this? You gonna do this to me? You! Stupid moose! Oh my gosh. She ruined everything! Oh, I could have had such insane close-ups of him if you would have just not attacked me. That's annoying. And you know what else is cool? I didn't realize this until now, but the rack matches the fur perfectly. Look at that. You got the light colored typical rack with kind of like the whitish tan on the legs and the head. And then you've got the darker non-typical antler that matches like the rest of the fur. Like, it's so cool. This is like a crazy, amazing combo to get. What do you think it will score? To be honest, I have no clue. I haven't seen a lot of people kill 50-50 moose. And I don't think I paid attention to the scores, but with what we're seeing there on the estimate, I'm going to say 226. I think it'll be high on the estimate. That wind is... Okay, I can't shift up into the trees too much because that wind is not going to cooperate. We're hidden here. Man, hopefully we're hidden at this tree in front, because if we are, we can get some really good footage of him. Dude, the blue eyes. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that close-up footage I want. They're spooking too easy. They're spooking too easy, man. He didn't even look like he was going to spook. Like, he didn't give us a warning call or tilt his head like they usually do when they're alert. Man. All right, it's time to kill him. I'm not going to waste any more time. All right, we're at about 103 away. This should be good right here. Let's make sure we got the proper bullets in there. Soft point flat nose, that is the correct ones. Let's get him. Gonna wait for him to put his head down and then lift it back up, so I know for a fact he's fresh off of the drinking animation. Think that was good. Yep, it's good. Oh, 4570 scares me, man. It scares me so much because it looks like you messed up, but the 4570 just kills it slow. What an interesting spot for him to go down. That's gonna make... Oh, that could be a cool screenshot. Do I risk it for the screenshot? That is so pretty. And there it is, 225. Fabled Oak, Great One Moose with the 50-50 rack. Oh my gosh. Look at how pretty that is, man. That is so good. That just might be... It might be one of my favorites we've ever got. I might like this more than our last one. I don't think I like it more than the two-tone, but... Like, our two-tone big rack was just beautiful. And yeah, let's update the Great One counter to 49. We're one off of getting 50 Great Ones. And this right here is our 7th moose overall. Holy, man. Holy. That is such a pretty Great One. Let's check the true score. It's going to be pretty wacky. The difference is, yeah, 27 times on that side, 11 on the other. With the palm is 10 on one side and 26 on the other. This is the higher scoring one in palm size. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why the moose score is so weird, because palm size is not large on most of the Great One moose racks. Palm size gets factored into a lot of the scoring. And so does overall spread and like number of tines and stuff like that. Well, number of tines honestly isn't as big of a chunk. Palm length is the big one, so the length of the palm. Palm width and length really goes into the scoring. Wait, the summed number of tines on both antlers subtracted by their difference. So, whoa! So being uneven actually hurts your score. Whoa, 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 it hurts your score. The summed number of tines on both antlers subtracted by their difference. So yeah, it hurts your score if you get a 50-50 rack. That's why they score so low. Is because it's actually subtracting points for there being a different number of tines. So weird. I don't like the moose scoring system, but man, they look beautiful. They look so good. Well, with us finally having killed the rarest Great One moose that we have ever seen, we've now got him in our lodge, and man, he just looks absolutely stunning. Let's take a close-up look at the details on this beautiful moose, because it's honestly kind of crazy just how well this matches. I have seen a lot of people point out, obviously, the different color in the antlers and say that it doesn't look very good, but the more that I look at it, the more I think it actually fits the Fabled Oak quite well, because you see this antler has a darker, like, kind of brownish color, and the Fabled Oak fur type has that darker brownish color throughout its body. And then you look at the typical antler that is a lot more light colored, and there's lighter color patches on this moose as well. So I do feel like this is actually a really good combo and I feel like it matches really, really well. I'd love to see what a two-tone 50/50 looks like, but so far I've only seen fabled oaks and then like maybe one fabled speckled or something like that that has the 50/50 rack. It seems like it mainly goes on fabled oaks. And I wonder if that was done on purpose by the developers or if it's just a coincidence that we seem to see a lot more fabled oak 50/50s than any other 50/50 rack. If you guys have seen any other fur types that have this weird 50/50 rack on them, be sure to leave it in the comments down below because I would really be interested to know like how rare it is to actually get this rack on a different fur type. I've heard people say it's possible, and I'm pretty sure I've seen one picture, but other than that, it's primarily been fabled oaks with this particular rack combo. Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today, for the first time in probably 2 years at this point, we're going to be doing some of the in-game missions, because there is a mission on MEGAVID where you get to take down a super rare brown bear. So we're going to go try to get that, but first we got to get to it. So we're going to have a lot of missions ahead of us, because I don't know how far along in this mission line this mission actually is. We may be doing this for an hour, we may be doing this for 5 hours. It's going to be tough to tell, but you guys are going to see all the stuff that we do along the way.
Lynx, keep your distance. Have your camera ready.
So this is going to be one of those missions that'll probably be one of the harder ones that we have to do today. We have to take a picture of a lynx, which is not the easiest thing to do. You got to get pretty close, and not only is the wind not in our favor, but lynx spook pretty easily. I'm going to try them at different distances and just see if it works. Yeah, I kind of figured it wouldn't, but it was worth a try.
In case you've never met the lynx, they're the hardest game to track out here. They'll hear you coming before you hear you coming. So, keep your distance.
Okay, so I guess I didn't even need to explain that because she just did, so... That doesn't tell you how tough they are. I don't know what will. Let's see if we can get it from here. It's unlikely it will let us. There's actually 2. Yeah, so we still need to get way closer. I think that one is spooked. Yeah, that one is spooked, so we are going to have to go for this one. We've got about 8 minutes until their drink time's over. That's not good.
I'm not going to pay for that amateurish composition. You can do better.
Okay, gosh. Yeah, I was just trying. Oh, that's actually cool that they have a voice line in there for when you take a mediocre picture. That's great. Oh, gosh, this is awful. This is awful. All right, we're going to have to try something. No! It was going to spook anyway because the wind was not in our favor, and we were not going to be able to catch up to it fast enough. Let's see if we can just catch up to it and maybe get close enough to take this picture. Well, I had a feeling this would be the most annoying one to have to do, and I believe I was right. Alrighty, so take 2. We're going to attempt to get closer this time before spooking it off. Last time we didn't really have a choice because the wind direction went back a little bit earlier, took a different angle, and now we're going to hopefully get close enough to this guy right here. So we should be about 33 meters away. Let's see if we can get a picture of him. There we go. There's no way that's not good enough, right? Are you telling me we have to get even closer to get this picture? No way. We're in the right area. This is Lesney Lands. Or Lesney Lands, or however it's pronounced, but telling me that we are not close enough? We're 31 meters away. I don't know how much closer I can get before it's going to spook off.
Very good. Your camera skills are serviceable. Now, see if you can harvest the lynx. Anatoly requires a specimen for dissection. With anthrax in the area, we need to keep a close eye on the health of these animals.
Come on. Turn around again. Let's get a good shot into him. You know what? That's going to be good enough right there. So, we completed that mission. Now we have to harvest this guy. Or maybe we do have to harvest him to complete the mission. Let's see. I guess so. Yeah, we got to harvest it. Okay, so this will finish this mission once we harvest this little guy. Hopefully we're not too far away from the mission where we have to go hunt that albino diamond brown bear.
But there's our little links right there. A nice little lung and stomach shot. 24.32 gold. Not a bad links.
Okay, I am impressed.
Well, here we go. Let's go ahead and shoot these boars. We can get one of them for sure. And then there is definitely a couple more that are hiding in this area. We can get a view on them. We'll take them as well. Might be a little bit tougher, though. There we go. And can we get one more? I think that may have been a hit, but I'm not 100% sure. So if it's not, then we're going to have to find some more to take down, but I think we got at least two of them. One is dead for sure. The other is hit, but may not die for a little bit. Third one, unknown. So there is one of the wild boar. Let's go ahead and claim this right here. That is a little level 2 female. Now the mission is to claim 3 different wild boar.
Siberian boars have balls. Harvesting one will not push them out. Keep hunting.
You know, I'm not used to doing videos with the mission, so this dialogue is kind of throwing me off of whatever I'm talking about. But yeah, essentially we got to harvest 3 different boars in this area, and then we'll be able to move on to the next mission. This is number 2 right here. So it looks like we did end up hitting the 3rd one, so we shouldn't have to wait too much longer before we can claim it and finish this mission. So there is our wild boar, our final one. Let's go ahead and claim it to get this mission finished. There we go.
There we are. You've pushed the pack north towards Svirolova Hill, or Trapper's Hill. As it happens, our work is taking you in the same direction.
Also, I likely will keep a lot of
Check
the,
your hunter mate. I've marked another outpost to visit. Stay alert for any sign of Chuchunya or Baba Yaga or some other supernatural figure. Or, more likely, poachers who want to rob you.
Okay, so as I was going to say before we were rudely interrupted by the dialogue, I'm probably going to leave a lot of the dialogue out of the video, as leaving in all the dialogue would make this video so much longer than I want it to be. So, unfortunately, we are not going to be able to keep all of it in. Let's go ahead and fast travel. Examine the broken ATV. But, wait, where is the broken ATV? Is it this way? Oh. Okay. There's some tracks there. I don't think that's the broken ATV, though. We definitely need to find the broken ATV first. It's gotta be in this area around the outpost. Well, I changed it to daytime. I don't see any ATV around here, so maybe we do need to follow the tracks. Let's go ahead and do that, and then whenever we get to the end of it... Oh, actually, here it is. Never mind. It's right here. This is the broken ATV. But how do I examine it? Not giving me the option to examine it, so that's not good. Wait, there we go.
Out of gas. Chuchunya isn't real, but if he was, he wouldn't be siphoning gas tanks. These must be masked deer poachers or late-season mammoth pirates. I'll send word to the police. If you find any footprints, photograph them for me. I'll need that for the police. At the rate we are filing these reports, we are lucky the cops don't charge by the hour.
Alright, let's go ahead and just take pictures of these tracks. I think that was what we need to do. Search the area for footprints. I mean, literally right here. There we go.
Blin опять? Chuchunya prints again? Yet. I demand photographic proof.
Okay, there we go.
We can't conduct a scientific survey while some jokers are out here pretending to be Chuchunya or Bigfoot or whatever. Track these criminals down. Do not engage them. We just need to tip off the police. Follow the tracks. The trail ends here. They were smart enough to cover their tracks.
Alright, before we approach it, we have made it to the cabin. Let's go ahead and get close enough to where we can trigger
This
it.
is Georgi's cabin, but why aren't his dogs barking? Move in for a closer look. I don't like this gas canister. Georgi relies on dogs and a sled for transportation. He doesn't need gasoline. Please, check inside. Empty.
Well then.
Maybe Georgi took his dogs to the village for supplies. Anything unusual there? Signs of foul play?
Is that Oh my gosh, that's the Grandkin's shotgun. So that is a shotgun that you unlock by doing the MedVed missions. So we're going to get the shotgun and the bear.
Turn your feet. And you say they smell like gasoline. Short. Here I am thinking Georgi is some prankster's victim, but Georgi is the prankster. What is the old man thinking? Please, take a photo to document this for the police.
As I was saying, we're going to get the bear and the shotgun in one video. That's crazy.
Thank you. So, perhaps old Georgi has lost his mind. I think it's best that you collect any firearms from the cabin before you leave.
Here we go. The Grandkin's
That
shotgun.
is old, it's rusty, but if it still fires, it's good for protection against bears.
Well, it appears that we have started the missions that are leading towards the bear that we are after. Things are about to get real super quick. And honestly, there was less missions to do to get to this that I had remaining than I expected, so maybe I'll be able to leave all the dialogue in. We'll have to see what I find in editing, but I thought there'd be more missions to do before we got to it, because I wasn't really sure, like, at what point the mission took place. We had done like 10 missions or so on MedVed previously, maybe a little bit less. But I wasn't sure how many were going to be remaining before we could actually take this thing down, but it looks like we're getting really, really close.
That bear sounds weak. You're not far from him. This bear is hurt badly. Looks like it was probably caught in a faulty trap, left behind by an inexperienced trapper or careless hunters. Not everyone is an upstanding citizen like you. Please, have mercy on the bear.
So that is definitely not our albino bear. This must be another mission that's leading up to it. Okay, I'm going to make a prediction, having not really heard anything about these missions that lead up to taking down the super rare bear. I think this has to be some type of a situation where maybe that bear attacked this bear, and that's why it was wounded. That's going to be my guess. I think that's likely.
Even with an injury, this bear will be very dangerous. Please, you cannot be too cautious.
There it is. There's our female bear. It doesn't tell us, like, why it was wounded, which is interesting. Maybe it will now?
No animal should suffer like that. Some people have no respect. Those people rarely last long in the taiga. But you, with every task, you prove that you deserve to be here.
Wait, is that... Wait, hold on. Wait, where are they? Where are they? Is that... It is!
Beautiful reindeer. Aim for the heart, lungs. Try not to cause unnecessary damage.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I briefly gloss over this group, and then I realize that that is not a normal reindeer at all. That is either leucistic or albino. I think it's leucistic because I do see some spots on it. Either way, that is sick. That is super awesome. What a nice little bonus to this hunt. You know, sometimes doing missions really pays off and can lead you to some really cool trophies. That's definitely the case here.
Looks like your ninja reflexes really got the drop on that reindeer.
That is just absolutely incredible. I can't believe it. This is not the first time that doing missions has led me to some trophies, so at the same time, it kind of doesn't surprise me. I've had this happen a few times while doing missions in the past, and it seems like missions always just take you to places that you'd never really go, and so therefore you end up finding trophies that you probably would never have seen if you hadn't gone for those missions. So there it is. That is definitely leucistic, I would say. Those hooves are not pink, so I believe it's leucistic. It is. Beautiful. Let's tax that. I don't see a lot of these, so that is really awesome. We got ourselves a beautiful, rare reindeer.
I grew up harvesting reindeer. You and I will make the most of every bit of this one.
So now we're at the mission where we gotta fix this bridge. Let's go ahead and do that real quickly. It should just be... Yep, there we go. That was easy.
You're a better hunter than a carpenter, I think. But you get high marks for spirit. How is that? People like meaningless rewards. That is why I'm always playing mobile games.
Imagine at the end of that, they just insert like a Raid Shadow Legends plug or something like that. That would have been Absolutely too funny, but I suppose that's not really something that they're trying to do. That would have been hilarious, though. Would have been hilarious. So the next mission is to harvest any animal except a reindeer. This moose should be fine. And she booked it before I could get a second shot into her. And that one missed as well, but she will go down. Let's go ahead and claim this little moose real quickly. This should be the next mission. There we go.
Seriously, take a DNA test. You must have Nanet's blood. How else could you get along so well out here? This will make a fine meal for the gracious reindeer herders. They won't mind you hunting around their herds now. If you were next to me, I would toast to your hunting.
So now we need to head to this location over here, and it should trigger the next dialogue, hopefully.
Time for you to move south along the Dickey coast towards Bolshoi Lake Taiga, closer to the Nanet's migration route. There is a campsite in the area that is well established. Check your hunter mate for more info. Добро пожаловать. Not a bad hike. You have the legs of an Olympic marathon runner. Maybe not a gold medalist, maybe not silver, but bronze at least. And that is still something.
Well, off we go to the location. Hopefully I won't get interrupted by dialogue again. It's happened so much during this video.
There are plenty of ways for you to get started.
Yep, of course.
First, you need to learn to spot the Nanet's reindeer so you don't accidentally harvest one. You'll need to track a reindeer and spot it with your binoculars. Go ahead. Start scouting for tracks.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard. We've now got it to the drink time for them. However, the moose decided to show up instead. Okay, Call of the Wild. Don't give me the reindeer when I need them. There they are. That one actually looks nice.
That is a reindeer from a Nanet's herd. Do not shoot. Unless you're shooting a photo, of course. That's not a Nanet's reindeer. It's a free one. Hunt at your own discretion, but you must still find a Nanet's reindeer for me.
Wait, so I gotta shoot this one? Okay. So don't shoot these, but shoot that one. Or is it just saying that I could if I want to? I think that's what it's saying. Let's just get through that and go back to that. So, yeah, we gotta examine the track and take a photo. Okay, so that's gonna be a little rough, just getting close enough for the photo, but it is what it is. We got close enough to a lynx to do it, so we can definitely get close enough to a reindeer. So, I don't know how close I'm gonna have to get for these. I don't know if it's gonna be the same as the lynx or if I can be a little farther away. Yeah, we definitely can't be farther away. We got to get just as close as that lynx, so I think we got to get to about 30-ish meters, maybe a little bit further away. 30 to 50 is somewhat in the range, if I'm not mistaken, so we're going to try and get to about that distance away and then take a picture. So we're about 60 away. Let's go ahead and attempt a photo and see if it's good enough. There we go.
Thank you. This is going to be my new desktop wallpaper. Perhaps your most important mission yet. Now that you're acquainted with the reindeer population, let's talk predators. The lynx is a much bigger threat to the reindeer herds than the bears, so we'll need to check on the local population. Find and track a lynx south of the large permafrost crater. See your hunter mate for more details. We need to determine if the lynx is eating a diet of reindeer.
Man, they are just taking me all across the map. Chasing after lynx and reindeer and whatever else they can throw at me. Not a fan of the lynx missions because the lynx are at nighttime and I like to try and do as little nighttime content here on the channel as I possibly can because not a lot of people enjoy watching it and I don't necessarily enjoy hunting at night either. I was hoping we wouldn't be stuck with a bunch of lynx stuff, but you know, it is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do. And let's head to the nighttime. Wait, really? I accidentally spotted that while trying to spot a wolf. That is too perfect. Did that complete it? We gotta harvest the lynx now. Well, we hear one. There it is, right there.
Bolt in a heartbeat. Careful now.
That was so loud. Why was those voice lines so much louder than the rest? Maybe it's just because I had to take my headset off and go get rid of some hiccups that just randomly showed up, but that seemed way louder than the rest. That scared the crap out of me. That scared me so bad. Well, we got it though.
We completed it. We got our links. So we can move on.
There you are. The Nenets migrate hundreds of kilometers across the Yamal Peninsula. Sites like this have served the community for a millennium. This one is my personal favorite. It is dedicated to my great-great-uncle, a shaman, who was said to have spiritual visions on this spot. Open your mind, Hunter. What visions will you have? How I wish I could be there with you. Not in a romantic way. We are close, but not that close. I mean, I wish I could be out of this office, to be in the wild, trekking and climbing. Oh, извини. I am being sentimental. Let me give you some peace in this beautiful place.
The fact that that reindeer, the first one, ran through here as we were looking at this and listening to the dialogue, that felt so perfect, like it was scripted, but it obviously wasn't because the missions aren't that complex with animals running through and stuff. Let's just kill this while we're here because, you know, screw it. Why not? Let's take down a reindeer. Get a little bit of money. Perfect.
Sorry,
little double
I meant
lung
to
hits.
Give you a break, but I've got an urgent job for you. Locals here in the village are saying there is a radioactive mutant on the loose.
This might be it.
Which sounds about as credible as Georgis Chuchunya. But Katerina says something spooked her neighbor's herd last night. And now some Nenets reindeer have gone missing. Maybe another lynx. Maybe something else. Can you try to find a missing reindeer? The area reported by Katerina is marked on your hunter mate. Head that way and scout for tracks.
Okay, this is it. This has to be it. Those tracks are being visible way farther away than normal. I think we're getting close to the bear mission. We 100% are. These have got to be the tracks that we are supposed to follow. In fact, is there a cave over in that direction? There could be.
This has to be the trail.
Oh, okay. So this is one of the little collectibles that you can collect along your journeys in Medved. Might as well grab that while we're here. That was like a mammoth tusk or something.
Finding this task than the mammoth pirates. Climate change is already a problem around here. When pirates go hydroblasting and dynamiting the permafrost away, they're pouring accelerant on the process.
There we go. This has got to be what we're looking for. Let's find the track that is to him. There we go.
A solar reindeer. Follow that trail. That reindeer is dead. Got it, but not eaten? Lynx do not kill for sport. Maybe there was a lynx, but it was scared off before it could eat? By what? I don't know. See if there are tracks nearby.
Okay, so I see the problem. We found the bear tracks in the wrong order, so now we can track down the bear. That was kind of like an unfortunate direction to come into this mission at. Because I'm assuming that they expect you to go from doing the mission like right here to come over here. Yeah, we probably just did it in a little bit of a weird order because I've already unlocked everything on the map. We are doing these missions years past when most people would have that have played since the release of it.
Aha! Lynx tracks fleeing this area, just as I suspected.
Okay.
A dead lynx too? That can only mean one thing. Do you see other tracks nearby?
Now we're on track to getting this mission completed. That was a little rough running into the wrong things in the wrong order.
Bear tracks. This isn't a lynx problem. This is a bear problem. But what kind of bear would do this? Why wouldn't it eat the animals it kills? Can you take a picture of those tracks?
All right, let's get
Blood
the
and
picture.
tracks. This has to be the trail.
There we go.
This bear has an odd walk, like it's injured. Ah, short. I may know this bear. There is something you and I should discuss.
And what is that? Well, what are we discussing? Harvest the wounded reindeer. What wounded
Do you
reindeer?
hear that? It's a reindeer, wounded. Maybe by this bear. Please, find this reindeer and spare it any pain. Be careful. The bear might be nearby.
Okay, here we go. Now we know where this thing is. Take down this reindeer.
and then hopefully chase after the bear afterwards.
The reindeer
There
is
it
in
is.
great pain. Another victim of this bear, no doubt. You know what you have to do now.
Yep, wait for it to stop moving so that I can get a shot into it. What is it doing? Oh no. Well, that'll take it down. There we go, we got it. There we go, there's our wounded reindeer. We ended up shooting it twice, so we didn't really help it too much with the first shot, but the second one managed to get into the lung, and that should complete that mission.
Thank you. I'll let Katerina know we found the missing reindeer. You've cleared every obstacle we've encountered. But take a moment and think. Are you ready to hunt a dangerous bear? Do you have the right guns? The right gear? If not, head to an outpost to prepare yourself. Seriously. If you're equipped and ready, scout for bear tracks nearby. That wounded reindeer could not have run too far from the spot where it was attacked.
Oh, I think I know what gun we're gonna use. I got an idea of what gun I want to take this thing down with. Because it's time! It's finally time! We're about to take down this beautiful diamond albino brown bear. And we are gonna do so with the Sunberg 454. This handgun is a lot of fun to use, and I can only imagine it's going to be the perfect gun for the situation, considering we're going to be at pretty close quarters with this thing. This mission takes place in a cave, which is not exactly an area where we'll have a lot of room to make decisions. We're going to be up close and personal, and we're going to need to make a decision really quick when we have to shoot. So we need something that's going to get the job done. This handgun has incredible penetration and is an absolute beast of a gun. Now, let's head over and see if we can get this bear.
If you're equipped and ready, scout for bear tracks nearby. That wounded reindeer could not have run too far from the spot where it was attacked. There it is. Follow this trail. As
Here
I
we go.
suspected, these tracks lead away from Mamontovaya Tundra and toward Pustaya Mountain. In English, you would call it Hollowed Mountain. Pustaya Mountain is a place with bad memories for me. But you don't have time for that sob story now.
Right, so we need to get to safety, apparently. So let's head back
Look
over
for
here.
a campsite in the area marked on your hunter mate. Get there before the weather turns against you. You can return to this bear hunt when the storm passes.
There we go.
Okay, the storm is over, and we're back to the slightly more tolerable version of sub-zero weather. Before you get back to your bear hunt, Georgi reported a lynx behaving very strangely nearby, wandering in the daytime, exposing its position. Unusual behavior for a strategic, nocturnal predator. Georgi is not the most reliable source for us, but something tells me this is no hoax. Maybe it's another lynx injured by that bear. Maybe it's another anthrax problem. This is the area where the lynx was spotted. See any tracks?
Well,
Area Georgi reported on the hunter mate. Have a look.
I thought we were going to be able to go for the bear, but it looks like we got to kill a lynx first, because why not? Another
You've
lynx.
spotted the lynx. Observe it. Take a photo for me. Does it look sick?
A photo! Again! Another photo! Oh my gosh. Well, photo time it is. Let's get up close. I just want to get to this bear, man. Instead, we're taking photos of lynxes. There we go.
No sign of
Finally.
injury or rabies. Could be anthrax. Could be something else. The animal is sick. We can't risk an outbreak this close to the Reindeer Herders Festival. Put it down.
There we go. Down goes the lynx. Man, I am just ready to take down that bear. We've had to go for so many lynx and boar and reindeer and everything in between. I am ready to take down that bear. There we go. There's the little lynx. Level 1 female. There we go.
You need to get back on the bear hunt. So it's time you understand what you're up against. The locals think that a radioactive mutant lives on Pustaya Mountain, but I know what's really up there, and it's my fault. Head to the area marked on the hunter mate, and I'll explain.
All right, so we gotta head.
My previous expedition.
Right there.
You know, they were enthusiasts, not professionals. Passionate amateurs, like Gunther Baden. One day I sent some of them to observe a rare, exotic bear, an albino brown bear. As long as they didn't provoke the animal, what harm could come from documenting its presence? But when the party came back to camp for dinner, they accidentally led the albino right to us. The animal was beyond hungry. It was starving. I put myself between the bear and the team, and I shouted, and I stood my ground, but it kept moving forward. It took one swipe and I was on the ground. I put both buckshot rounds from my shotgun into its chest, point blank. It howled and ran off. I tried to get up and chase after it, but... Might as well rip this bandage off quickly. So, I can't walk. For now. With a year in physical therapy, maybe I will graduate from chair to crutches. I won't be dancing to Kalinka anytime soon, but at least, with your help, I'll see this expedition completed. Clean up the mess that I made. Anyway, that's why I'm not out there with you. I wish I could be, but... Sorry. This is not a pity party. I think the albino is still alive. I should have had slugs loaded in my shotgun, but I never thought this one would sneak up on us. I would be overjoyed to find out I'm just being paranoid, but to prove it beyond a doubt, you're heading for the albino's den. Be careful, and we'll see what we find. Maybe in this case, my paranoia is justified.
Okay, so now that all that lengthy dialogue is gone, that's definitely dialogue that I'm going to end up leaving in the video. I wanted to cut out as much of it as I could, but there's been so much that has just been necessary for like context that we've had to leave it in. And now that all that's done, it looks like we are officially going to the den of this albino brown bear. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be really interesting. I'm hoping that we won't mess him up, because I have heard of some people risking, or not necessarily risking, but just rushing their shot and messing him up. So hopefully we won't be in that type of situation, but I really don't know what to expect. I don't know if we're able to sneak up on it. I don't know if we're going to be forced to shoot it while it's running, but it's going to be interesting. Here we are, almost 2 hours into recording and doing these missions.
You've reached Pustaya Mountain. Before you go getting into trouble, I have an update on the diseased lynx that Anatoly was testing. It wasn't diseased after all. It was poisoned. Based on the chemicals found in the lynx's blood, we are talking pre-war industrial waste. Another ghastly substance unearthed as the permafrost thaws. Thanks to us, the state is assembling a crisis team to clean up the area. But before we go congratulating ourselves for that, you're danger close to the albino's domain, as the Americans say. Do you see tracks? Droppings?
Nope, nothing yet. No tracks, no droppings. I better make sure it's time to shoot it. Yeah, harvest the albino brown bear. Okay. Let's do this. Let's be extra, extra careful. We're going to take our time going in here. We're going to make sure we don't spook it. Provided that's even something you can do. I don't know if we're able to sneak up or if it's going to automatically just be mad. But, here goes nothing. Oh, man. They are going to make us drop down. I don't know if I like that.
Bears only make that sound when they're in pain. Like the pain you might be in if you had 2 rounds of buckshot in your chest.
Here we go. So it looks like he's to the left in there. We're going to keep crouched and have our gun ready, because you never know when he just might come charging for us. And we got to be ready. We got to make sure we don't screw this up. Let's also grab this on the way, because might as well.
Wonderful discovery. This Bronze Age painting is one of our local Easter eggs. The people who painted these were ancient hunters just like you, but millennia ago, with no guns and no hunter mate. Keep your eyes open for more of this as you explore the taiga. They are rare finds.
Oh, there it is! Oh my gosh, there it is! Holy crap! Holy crap!
That's him. The albino.
Oh my
But
gosh.
this is no way to survive. I can only imagine the pain he must be in. Please, end his suffering.
I think I just did. That looked to be vitals. Holy crap, that came out of nowhere. I didn't think he'd be rushing us like that. It's a vital hit though. That is definitely a vital hit. Let's go collect him. Holy crap, man, that came out of absolutely nowhere. I thought we would get a chance to stock up on him. I was taking pictures of that painting on the wall in hopes of maybe using it for a thumbnail, and then he just charges us. Oh my gosh. Well, here we have it. A beautiful level 9 albino brown bear that anybody that has MEGAVID has a chance to get through these missions. And let's go ahead and get a couple quick screenshots of him and then go ahead and claim him. There he is. 28.91 albino diamond brown bear.
I knew that the albino was still out there. Ever since that day, I felt this chain, linking my pain to the albino's pain. Every night, dreaming of my albino counterpart, roaming the wilderness, starving and driven mad by a chest full of steel. Such pain. No wonder he attacked those animals without eating them. This may sound disingenuous, but I actually felt more pity for the albino than for myself. Now the bear has peace. Maybe I can find peace too. All because of you.
Well, we did it. We have completed the mission taking down the diamond albino brown bear. And holy crap, it's actually a pretty large diamond as well. Max weight 2, I believe. I didn't realize they gave you literally a max weight diamond albino. I thought it was just a lower weight one. That's crazy that it's max weight. That is absolutely crazy. We got ourselves a nice lung shot to take him down. I can't believe that this is just a trophy that they give you essentially for free with the MEGAVID DLC. You just got to do the main mission line and you've got yourself what would normally be one of the rarest things in the game. That is just absolutely crazy, but holy crap, this is an insane trophy to get, regardless of whether or not it's a guaranteed mission animal. That is incredible. And man, does this guy look good. And there we have it. We finally have the diamond albino brown bear in our lodge, and man, he is looking incredible up there. A perfect fit for our great one and super rare lodge, even though he's technically not the same as a true super rare. He still is very awesome and fits this theme of the lodge. If you play the Hunter Call of the Wild, chances are that you have heard of the Great One. For some, it's a trophy you dream of getting, and for others, it's something that you have seen more than once. But something that is universal is how exciting it is to see that 10 Fabled pop up when you spot your Great One for the first time. No matter how many times that you have seen it, you never get tired of the adrenaline rush that follows. But sometimes you think of crazy things that you can do to take it to the next level. Welcome to a very special video where we take down a Great One Moose and a Great One Whitetail in consecutive order on the exact same map. The way that we did this is actually very simple. I have grinded for countless Great One Whitetail on Layton Lakes, and I have also grinded for multiple Great One Moose on the same map. So once we got a Great One Moose to spawn, we simply left it alive, took down our tents and blinds that we were using for the moose, and set them up for whitetail. And a couple days later, we got a Whitetail Great One to spawn as well. This video was originally intended to be episode 3 of our 7-day grind series where I hunt for a specific Great One for 7 days and show you the results all in one video. But when this moose spawned on day 2 of grinding, I knew I had to take advantage of the remaining 5 days and try something crazy. Also, I have to mention that this video was more of a 5-day grind video instead of a 7-day grind video because we had such ridiculous luck with both the whitetail and the moose. So now that all of that is out of the way, let's start at day 1 and walk you through everything that happened along this journey of getting 2 different species of Great One on the map at the exact same time. Well, you guys voted, and it's time for the next 7-day video to be on Moose. We're going to be grinding Moose for 7 days and showcasing everything that we managed to get during this week and giving you the timestamps and dates of when we end up getting them, how many kills we were at, and everything in between. To take you guys on this journey with me along the way, and that is the first moose that we have killed. That makes kill number 125 in the current grind that we are in. It is 5:33 p.m. on October 18th of 2023. Now, the question that I have is, will we continue this insane luck with our Layton Lake Moose grind? The first 2 grinds both took less than 500 kills each, and I'm really hoping that this third grind on Layton can produce the same type of results. If we continue going at the current pacing that we've been going at during this grind, then we may be able to actually get a great one for one of these 7-day videos. We've done 2 different weeks now. We did fallow deer for a week, and then we did black bear for a week. Killed like 1,000 plus on both of them. Well, the bear we didn't quite get to 1,000. I think we killed like 700 bears. But we killed over 1,000 fallow. In fact, I think we killed way more than 1,000 fallow now that I think of it. But we didn't get a great one in either of those videos. We finally got our fallow a little bit after that. I think it was 2 or 3 days after we finished recording that video. But we didn't get it during the video. So I'm hoping that this time around we can actually manage to get a great one while recording for these 7-day videos. And again, I still don't have a name for this series. If I have a name by the time that I upload this, I'll put it on screen right now. But as of now, I'm still trying to figure out a name that fits for this series. I really feel like 7-day grinds is what I've got right now, but let me know if you guys have a better name for it in the comments down below. And that is a gold 206 moose. We're off to a decent start, getting a couple of 4s. Oh my gosh, that is the smallest 2 I have seen in a long time. Well, I can't shoot that. That would just... No, I can't shoot that. That's too small of a 2. I think we're going to leave that thing. Now, this is a herd management grind, but it's nowhere near being as insane as any of our other grinds in terms of how managed it is. We're getting a diamond like every 30 to 50 kills, which is nothing compared to what we're getting on fallow deer or red deer or even the bears, to be honest. So it's hard to say how many diamonds we'll have to show in this grind, but we're going to try and get as many as we can. So that right there is a really nice looking level 4. Let's sneak a shot in there if we can. And that was not the hard shot I was hoping for. You know, that's probably the thing I like about the moose the least is the fact that if you miss a hard shot, they die super slow. You know what? We're going to try tossing the 338 into this loadout and just see if we like using both the 300 and then the 338 as our backup rifle for in case we miss the first shot. And by miss the first shot, I of course mean if we miss the hard shot with the 300, we'll switch to the 338 and see how that does on taking them down, because I feel like the follow-up shots with the 300, even if I hit vitals, it really doesn't kill them that quickly. As long as you're hitting lung, you pretty much have to hit heart, or else they just die so slow. Honestly, we either need a faster firing 338 or 300, or we need a bigger rifle like a 375 to take down these moose, because it's rough without something crazy like that. Okay, so I just realized I think we have an extra level 2 here. So we can actually leave that zone, which means we can pack up these tents and take them to another area. Ooh, there we go. That is our first level 5 since we started this video. Holy crap. Okay, so it is now 6:10 p.m. on October 18th. We're at 151 kills. This is not long after starting this video up. We got a whole lot of hunting in front of us, but I'm glad that we got a big diamond early. That's definitely big rack, so hopefully this guy will be 300 plus. And that's going to be the hard shot right there. Let's see how big this guy is. Yeah, that is definitely big rack as we thought. Let's see if this guy will be a 300 plus. I think he's got a chance. It's a 300.50. Let's go. Not as big as I was hoping for. I was really hoping for a 302 because that is like the epitome of the best moose diamond that you could get. So it's not a 302, but it is a 300 plus, which is still really, really good. So we're off to a fantastic start with a max weight diamond moose. And considering we're not nearly as heavily managed on this grind as we are on a lot of the other grinds, that's pretty nice to get a max weight one. Well, that's a level 5. That's not a good rack for a level 5, though. Oh, man, I don't think that's gonna make it. I don't think it will. Just in case it does and it makes it to this video, this is 157 kills into the grind. It's currently 6:19 p.m. on October 18th of 2023. Hopefully this will be our second diamond of this video. We can hope at least. We're probably going to put a lot of these diamonds in the video since I don't get as many diamond moose as I do all the other species that we've been doing for this series. So we might actually put a good bit of the diamonds in here. Fortunately, we're putting those shots in there too because they came right after the diamond. Ugh, that was bad. Okay, so I seriously want to know who told this guy he could become a level 5. He does not look like he's going to be anywhere close to diamond. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misjudging him a little bit too early. Let's see. Man, I almost did misjudge him. That was really close. I guess I was wrong. I guess this is the version of this rack that actually scores pretty good. I wonder what does it. Maybe the width of the palm? Oh, either way, he was super, super close. That's a big male. Oh, please be a 5. Please be a 5. It looks huge. It's a 4 that has... That's a diamond, I think. Yeah, that's definitely the bigger version of that type of rack, I think. I think that's the one that can make it. We're about to find out, though. It's either the one that can make it, or it's going to be, like, just barely below, I think. Yeah, I think this is the one that can make it. Hey! He made it! Let's go! We broke the dry streak! We did it! We broke the dry streak of diamond moose. Man, that's the first diamond in over 100 kills. That's bad for herd management. Like, if we were not doing herd management, that'd be perfectly normal. But we're doing herd management and it took that long. That's rough. Alright, since this is probably going to go in the video for the 7-day moose grinding video, it is currently 3:17 p.m. on October 19th of 2023. We're at 246 kills in the grind. This is the first diamond since the last one, the last trophy that would be in this video. That's a 5. That's a disappointing looking 5, but it's a 5. You do not look like you're going to make it at all. Come on, little moose. Face me. Face me like a man. Dude, no. Why would you do that? Oh, there's no way. Oh, there's no way. Come on. Come on, dude. That one just knew that I was about to shoot. Yeah, we missed the heart. Okay. I know one of the no Browtine racks can make it. I don't know if it's this one though. Oh my gosh, it's this one. It actually made it. Oh, that shocked me. He actually made it. He doesn't even look like he should be a diamond. Look at those antlers. How is this diamond? I gotta know. How is this diamond? But some of those ones with the big brows are not diamond. Love to see it. This will probably go in the video, so it's currently 3:37 p.m. October 19th, 2023. This is kill number 266, and it is the 5th diamond of the grind. 3rd that will be in this video. Ooh, there's a 5. That's a guaranteed diamond. First level 5 of the day is a guaranteed diamond. Let's go. 217 away. I think we got this. And that's going to be a heart shot. Love to see it. How many drink zones do I have? Like 110, I think. 286. Hit bottom of the estimate. That's our first diamond of the day, though. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Also, for the video that this is going to go in, we are 291 kills into the grind. It's 2:37 p.m. on October 20th of 2023. This will probably be like the third or fourth one in the video, I think. I don't watch soccer fishing forever. To be honest, I don't watch. Oh, yes! There it is! Holy crap! Oh, already? Dude, already? Oh my gosh, already! There's no way. Already. What? Dude, we're not even 300 kills in the grind. We're at 297. And there he is. Oh my gosh, it's a fabled oak spider rack. What is happening? Dude, the bad luck streak has definitely ended. It's definitely ended. This is the third great one in a week. Let's go. We went almost a month without a great one. And now we've had three different species within a week of each other. Holy crap, man. Gosh, dude. You know what that means. It's time to get a whitetail great one on the map as well. Because I said I wanted to get a moose and a whitetail at the same time and then take them both in one video. So I think that's what we got to do. I think we got to set up our whitetail. I think we got to set up our whitetail grind and get a whitetail on the map as well. What's my favorite map to hunt? Emerald Coast for sure. Fantastic map. Lots of amazing species. It's a really good looking map. Like, it's just got... Oh, dude, already! Yes! Yes! We did it! Oh my gosh! What? Let's go, guys! Let's go! Woo! Oh my gosh! 409 kills! Oh my gosh! Holy crap, it's a big rack! It's a big rack! Oh my gosh! I didn't think that would end that fast, man! Gosh, what am I gonna do for the rest of the 7-day grind video? This ended so quickly! And now that you guys have seen all of the moments leading up to the spawning of both of these great ones, it is time that we stock up on them and take them down in consecutive order. And I've decided to use the 44 lever action to take down these beasts. A couple of weeks ago, we got a Texas Heartshot on a diamond black bear. We had been attempting that for probably a week straight, where we're trying multiple different species and angles to get that perfect Texas Heartshot, and we even tried it on a great one fallow deer and sadly didn't quite get it. And considering whitetail and fallow deer are very similar in terms of how tough they are and how difficult they are to take down, I think we should be able to easily get enough penetration to hit vitals attempting a Texas Heartshot. So I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to try and Texas Heartshot this guy right here. We are almost lined up perfectly. We just need to move a little bit more to the right and hope that none of them spot us, because if one spots us, even if the others don't spook off, they're still going to start moving along towards the direction of the one that spooked. So it's very vital that we don't spook any of them, and the biggest problem right now is going to be this wind. It's blowing in this direction, so the more we move over, the more chances that they catch our wind and just absolutely book it out of here. Typically, as long as the animals are facing away from you, you can slow crawl pretty far up close to them, provided you're using cover along the way as well and have all the perks that reduce the amount of noise that you make, and also the ones that reduce the amount of visibility you have in bushes. Like right now, you can see we are completely hidden, and that's what that little icon down there means. So we're in a good spot. It's just a matter of, can we get to where we can actually see him without the wind becoming an issue? I got a feeling that they've started to notice that we're here, which is not good for us. I need to find a place to hide us as quick as possible. And none of this is hiding us fully. That is the worst case scenario possible. Oh my gosh. We moved a little bit too far, actually. Let's see, does this hide us? Please tell us we get hidden somewhere in this area. Okay. Here we go. Here is the attempt. Now, the toughest thing is going to be getting the perfect angle to where it goes into the heart and not just the lungs. I think we did it. I think we did it. Oh, fingers crossed that was a Texas heart shot and not just a liver or lung shot. I think it was good. No, we missed the Texas heart shot. Just barely. Man, if I would have just aimed a little bit lower, we would have got it. Because aside from being slightly high, that was pretty much perfect. Either way, though, that is Great One, number 1 of 2 going down, and you guys know what that means. It is time to take down the Great One Moose. And it's going to be very interesting to see how this 44 lever does against a moose, as I've never shot one with it. But that is such an insane whitetail. 634 is about average for this rack, so it's not super high scoring or super low scoring for this particular rack shape, but it's still an awesome thing to see. Anytime you get a great one, it doesn't matter what it is a crazy moment. And there is the second great one that we're going to be taking down, a beautiful Fabled Oak Spider Rack Moose. This is going to be interesting to see how this 44 right here can do against a big moose like him. The other thing that's going to be very interesting is the journey that we have to take around the water just to get close to him. Now, we've had one of our other great ones off of latent spawn in this zone, and it took a long time to get up close enough without spooking him to where I could actually get a shot on him. So I am not looking forward to the trek that we're about to have to go through. We should be getting very, very close at this point. This is approximately the area that he was in. He could be a little bit further down, but we're definitely within 120 meters of this moose, which means we got to belly crawl the rest of the way. We got to make sure that we're using our cover as much as possible and making sure that if we hear any of the moose alerting us using warning calls or something like that, that we stop moving and try to get cover immediately. Luckily, bushes like this are hiding us so far if we get in the right spot. Yeah, like right there we're hidden, so hopefully this will not be as difficult of a stalk as I'm expecting it to be. Okay, I'm starting to see their tracks, which means we're probably really, really close. I'm afraid to get up right now, though, because I'm not in cover at the moment. Let's get hidden. And then we should be able to get up and... Okay. I'm glad I waited till we were in cover, because they are a lot closer than I initially expected. But where is... There he is. There he is, right there. There is our great one. He is insanely close. Okay, we gotta be really, really careful that we don't mess this shot up. We could easily spook him by moving around too much. Let's get the dog to lay down as well so that it doesn't get in front of us when we shoot. We're still hidden right now. I'm gonna try and get to the front of this bush right here since we're still being hidden. I think this is going to be the perfect shot to take him from. Alright, we're still hidden. Right there. The problem is he's facing away from us. I think what I'm going to have to do... This may seem stupid. We're going to move around a bit. Got the attention of this guy, but this guy's only attentive. And I also don't want to make this guy attack us, so that's another problem we got to worry about. Gosh, this is such a nerve-wracking hill to go for. Here he goes, here he goes. Okay. He's coming towards us now. We got him. Oh my gosh, we got the heart shot. We pulled off the heart shot. That female is trying to attack us now, which is not good. Let's get in the water where she can't reach us. And see if shooting in the air will get rid of her. Okay. She's gone. Holy crap, that was insanity. Okay, that was a lot more nerve-wracking than that whitetail kill was. And I mean, that whitetail kill was a Texas heart shot attempt, which you'd think would be more exhilarating, but... That was crazy, getting that close to this guy. Almost having him spook off and then getting attacked by the female. Wow. What a beautiful Great One Moose. This is a really underrated combo, I gotta say. I don't see many people talking about the Fabled Oak Spider Rack, but when you really look at this thing in the claim screen and up close like we just did, this is a stunning moose. This is an absolutely stunning moose, and I think he's a little bit wonky as well. Let's take a look at this. So it looks like he's got same number of tines, but he is a little bit different on the width of palm, and also the big one, the palm length is a little bit different. That's why we've got a little bit of a difference here in the height of the antlers. That is a really, really cool moose. And now for the moment that we have all been waiting for. It is time to take a look at the codex and see back-to-back great ones. So let's go ahead and do it. And just like that, we have back-to-back great ones. One of them being a whitetail, one of them being a moose, shot literally 12 minutes apart. In the past, we have shot multiple Great One whitetail in consecutive order. We've stacked, I think, clear up to 4 of them over the course of a couple of weeks. But I've never done 2 different species before because I've never had 2 grinds going at once. But with Layton Lakes, the fact that we did so many whitetail grinds and then moved to moose grinding and did a few moose grinds, we had both of them ready to go. All I had to do was take down the tents and tripods and set them up for a different species. At this point, we now have a good variety of Great One moose to look at in our lodge, with this guy definitely being our rarest one, the Fabled Oak 50/50 rack, and this one right here definitely being my favorite one that we have ever killed, the two-tone big rack. However, this guy is definitely going to be towards the higher end of my favorite Great One moose that we have killed, with ones like this guy and that one being kind of a little bit further down, but still looking phenomenal. And of course, the common fur type ones from before they made the Fabled Furs guaranteed being kind of at the bottom of the list because they just didn't look that crazy back when they had common furs. But what does look crazy is the current Great One moose, where you are guaranteed to get these Fabled Furs with all these amazing racks. And I just can't believe that we managed to get this one so quickly. The Layton Lakes moose grind has been so ridiculous, so much better than our Revontuli grinds and our MEGAVID grinds. It is just insane to see how much success we've had on Layton Lakes. It's just my favorite map for Great One grinding. It really is. For both moose and for whitetail as well. We have had so many whitetail grinds on Layton Lakes. We've got over 37,000 whitetail kills in total, with the majority of those being from Layton Lakes. It's just been a phenomenal map for me to grind, and I've enjoyed every single moment of it. And I hope you have enjoyed every single moment watching these trophies get taken down throughout the years here on the channel. It's crazy to think that we have been grinding for Great Ones for over 3 years at this point, with us taking it a bit more seriously over the last year and a half. Thank you all so much for being a part of a massive milestone here on the channel of taking 2 different Great Ones of 2 different species down on the same map in consecutive order. That is something I didn't ever think that we would achieve, and we managed to do it today and throughout the last week. So thank you all so much for watching. If you're brand new to the channel, consider subscribing as well as leaving a comment down below letting me know which of these 2 Great Ones is your favorite. Is it the moose or is it the whitetail? Leave a comment down below, and if you made it this far in the video, also leave a comment saying I made it, and I will try to respond to as many of the comments as I can. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!